Hi guys, it's Kino. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Before we get started, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who watched my last video, which was about your future spouse. I did not expect it to do that well. I was really pleasantly surprised. Before I posted that video, I had like 30 subscribers, so it's kind of a big deal for me to see it get like thousands of views. It was really cool. And especially because, I've just started and I was pretty nervous posting my last few videos. I wasn't sure if I should do it, so seeing such a nice response and all your nice comments, seeing so many people enjoy it and resonate with it was really cool, and I think it's a sign that I'm on the right path. So thank you so much for being here, and check the video out if you haven't. Okay, so today we are going to find out if you are on the person's mind who's on your mind. So if they're thinking about you. And I got some paper cranes here to help you choose a pile. We're only doing 3 piles today, but there's quite a few cards in them, so this video might actually get a little bit long. I like to ramble, so we'll see how it goes. Pile number 1 is yellow. Pile number 2 is orange. And pile number 3 is pink. And if you look closely, he's got Hello Kitty on him. So cute. Alright. Yeah. So, I was drawn to choose these 3 colors. They're all like pretty nice, bright, happy colors, so I wouldn't be surprised if all of these readings are positive. That would be great. Even if the answer is no, that you're not on their mind at this time, it doesn't mean that the reading is negative. It doesn't mean you're never going to be on their mind. So you can still stick around to hear the reading and find out a bit more like what's going on in their life, what they are thinking about, and stuff like that. But I'm getting the sense that like all 3 piles are going to be more or less positive, and the person you're asking about is probably somebody who cares about you, who wants you in their life, or who will be in your life, or want you in their life in the future. That's what I'm feeling before I even start. I don't know, I like to think I attract positive people to my videos, so hopefully it's going to be positive. Yeah, okay. If you need a second to pause and choose the crane, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm going to get started now. So let's go ahead with the yellow guy. Alright. So what I feel from this guy, first of all, if you were to ask this person how they're doing, I think their answer would be better. They're doing better since you last spoke to them or last saw them. If it's someone who's not in your life anymore, which it might be for some of you, and you're wondering if they're still thinking about you, they want you to know that they're doing better than like the time that you were in their life. Yellows, to me, it's, positive looking. Things are looking up, looking forward. It's optimistic. I wouldn't say that this person is totally in that mind space yet, but they are taking all the necessary steps to get there. So I think that this person, what they're thinking about right now, what they're focusing on right now, is their mental health and self-care. So I think they're working on grounding themselves. Some of them might be like going to therapy or just talking things over with their friends. They're trying to recover from something that happened in the past, whether that has something to do with you or not. That's what I heard. I also heard no hard feelings. I don't know who that's for, but no hard feelings. Yeah, I think they're spending less time working and more time on things that they enjoy, like their hobbies or their passions or things like that. And trying to spend more time with family too, and trying to keep their loved ones close. So working on the relationships with their friends and loved ones, but most importantly themselves. That's the biggest thing that I'm getting for pile number 1, these little yellow guys. So without further ado, oh gosh, are you gonna stand up? Let's look at the cards. So are you on this person's mind? Oh goodness, okay. The answer is yes, but too much. You're on their mind too much. I wouldn't be surprised then if this thing in the past that they're trying to recover from has to do with you. And I think in this process of working on their mental health, in this process of healing, one of the key things for them is to stop thinking about you so much. But they're having a really hard time. They might just be having dreams about you a lot and not pleasant dreams. I'm hearing that they're worried about you. So whatever happened, okay, so I think that you hurt them, but it wasn't intentional. And they would want you to know that they still care for you, they still worry about you. But if you thought like, oh, some time has passed, surely they're not thinking about me so much. No, they're totally thinking about you a lot. Like, it's as if they're stuck and it's just this cycle. They can't get over you. So that's funny. I was just talking about this is going to be such a positive reading, but I mean, we'll see the rest of them. Yeah, they're having a really time. Imagine like it's like quitting an addiction. They can't stop thinking about you, even if you guys haven't been talking or whatever relationship you had is long gone. It's really, really hard for them. Yeah. Okay. And why is this? Okay. I am gonna read reversals today, I think. So this reinforces to me that they are having a lot of dreams about you and they have a lot of worries about you. They might be exaggerating the situation. On your side of things, you might have felt like nothing earth-shattering really happened, that there's nothing to worry about, that you guys were friends or had a close relationship and, you know, things naturally drifted apart. But to them, it's a really big deal and they're thinking about it a lot more than you are. And this is victory in reverse. So this really reinforces that they can't seem to get over it. And I think the fact that they can't get over it is like, is making it worse because they get upset about that and then they think about it more. I'm wondering if some of you should reach out to this person, because when you're alone and there's no contact, I think it's easy to overthink and snowball things. And if you just checked in on them, you might think it's a bit weird to do so, but it might be a good idea. Just, you know, they'll probably tell you that they're fine and they're working on it, but it's very, very slow progress. They're trying to distract themselves, and I say they're trying to ground themselves because this is very much like they're thinking very deeply about it. They're kind of getting up in the clouds, so to speak, about it. So having a lot of dreams. They might even be doing a lot of, you know, watching a lot of videos like this, or even doing a lot of readings themselves, trying to reach you spiritually in some way. But it might be good if you just reached out. That might help to ground them a little bit, and that might help them with this road to recovery that they're working on. Maybe that's weird for you to hear because maybe you saw this sort of obsession going on with them and you thought that the best thing for them to do was to walk away, but I'm hearing that that's not the case, and refraining from all communication is actually doing worse. Yeah. So, yeah, if we want to see them get to this sunshiny place that they're working so hard for, I think they need to hear from you. I feel weird saying that because I'm the type to, I would just cut off this kind of person too, but I'm hearing that they should hear from you. You don't have to see them again, but if you reach out, that would help them a lot. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, all right. Oh my goodness, okay. Who? For this person, like, I think spending too much time alone is not good. For a lot of people, we need to take time alone and what is it called? Not isolate, but oh my gosh. Spend time away from people. Retreat? Maybe retreat is better. And we need to sort through our emotions because it's a little bit difficult for most people to do that. To do that whole soul searching and working on your inner shadows. Most of us need to do that to heal, and I think this person is the opposite because they're actually someone who naturally isolates and naturally spends too much time inside themselves. Naturally spends too much time thinking things over and over and over, and this might be a mental health thing. And I hope no one's feeling like guilty from this reading or anything because, like I said, you didn't hurt them on purpose. Nothing you did was your fault. This is a very intense person. I'm getting like Plutonian vibes from this person. They don't necessarily have to be a Scorpio, but they might have like dominant Pluto or some aspect with Pluto in the moon. I'm also hearing so that they have some issues with like control, intimacy, abandonment, this kind of thing. And so actually being alone for them is not good, and you can't leave them left out like this. You can't do that to them. They need, I don't want to say they need you, but they need help. They need to reach out to somebody. They need somebody's collaboration to get better. This is someone who's also very like an overachiever. They're goal driven. They don't want to disappoint themselves. They don't want to disappoint anyone in their life. And they strive to be like, you know, they probably got really good grades. They want to make people proud. And that sort of leaks over to their emotional well-being and mental health and spiritual health. So when they're struggling like this, it's really frustrating for them. And I did say they are seeking help, like whether it be therapy or talking to friends, but it's really difficult for them. They don't like to do that, and I'm hearing that they don't feel like they deserve it, which is really sad. And it's really sad because this person, I mean, it's always those people with the huge hearts, I feel. This person has a really big heart. They really care for not only you, but everyone in their life. And I'm sure everyone in their life would love to help them. But it's a very dark place that they're trying to come out of. So they need a lot of this. They need a lot of this cheerful energy. They need a lot of this support at this time. Yeah, they're definitely thinking about you. They're not expecting anything from you, you know, because they're this kind of person. They don't think you should reach out to them, or they're expecting that. They don't expect help from you. But I think it would be nice. Or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, maybe you know somebody who knows them and like you can ask them to check on them. This is very complicated. This is a complicated situation. I don't know what happened with the two of you. It might be different it might not be the same situation for everybody. Okay, so what are they going to do about this? Well, they're not going to give up. I do see them coming out on the positive side of this in the future, and they can start fresh from there. Maybe, okay, this might be somebody who had romantic feelings for you and it just did not did not happen. It did not go well. And that fallout or whatever it was may have caused all this shit to hit the fan. But they're determined. No amount of trauma or burden or struggles can make this person give up. And I have a feeling that, while they are thinking about you very much now, gradually over time it is going to fizzle out, and they will think about you like every now and then. And I think somebody new coming into their life is really going to help that. I'm seeing this as someone new coming into their life. Somebody who is more carefree and cheerful, and they have a lot of energy and lust for life and stuff like that. They're going to help them see the bright side of things, and they're going to stick to what they're doing right now. Keep taking the steps, and I think in a while things will get better. Yeah. And the final outcome, it was upside down. Okay, well, I'm feeling that this Queen of Swords is you. They had built you up to be this, and this is someone who had total authority over their life. I don't think that you enforced this or imposed it in any way, but this is how they saw you, and they saw you as somebody who was very sharp and not cold, but they might have seen you as a little cold just because they couldn't get to that intimate core of you by no fault of your own again. A very, very much less emotional person than they were. Much less emotional. More rational. More distant. I think I already said that. I'm hearing cutthroat. I don't know. Like, damn, like an intimidating sort of persona I'm feeling. I don't think that you actually are this type of person. For most of you, I'm not feeling that, but this is kind of how they saw you. And so this reign of this queen is going to be over for them. And this guy, see, they're going from a queen to a page. So when this person comes into their life, at first they're not going to be nowhere near as important as they have felt you are, but it's going to be a start of something new for them. And I do think that this whole relationship, this whole saga will come to a close. And if it's anywhere near as stressful a relationship for you as it was for this person, maybe that's a positive thing. But yeah, like I said, for now, I think it would still benefit them to hear from you, and just for them to know that you still care about them and things are okay. You're alive, you're eating. Let them know that. They really, they hope that you're doing well and that you have good people in your life. And they hope that nobody's fucking you around. That's what I'm hearing. They really do care for you still. Wow, yeah, it's pretty heavy for this one, actually. Hopefully the other two are positive. But it's going to end up positive ultimately in the end for both of you. I don't know. Whether you stay in touch is up to you in the end, but this is very difficult. This is difficult. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. Let me know if that resonated. That was intense. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hi number twos. So for those of you who picked the orange guy, this is your message. So let's find out if you're on this person's mind. So for orange, what I'm getting from this guy is they're killing it right now. If I'm being honest, they are killing it. Orange makes me think of like passion, creativity, and just joy overall. So I think this person is really refining their creative side, getting like they're at the pinnacle of success, whether that be in their career or their creative endeavors, or maybe they're somebody who has made their creative endeavors into a career, and they're in this sort of phase where they're trying new things, maybe they're trying new fields, and they're expanding their empire. Yeah, they're doing really good, they're really inspired, they're really motivated, and I don't see that slowing down anytime soon. Things are going to keep getting better and better for them, so that's awesome. Yeah, but so let's see, with all the things on their mind right now, let's see if there is a place for you. Ooh, okay, so interesting. I would say yes, definitely. They are thinking about you. Okay, I think when they met you, maybe they met you actually in an environment where they were working, performing, doing something creative at some kind of event like that. I think the Four of Wands is traditionally weddings, but I'm gonna read this as like any sort of celebration or event where people are having fun, like some kind of party, concert, something like this, something with artsy people involved. They met you and they were really inspired by you. And I think that means a lot because, like I said, this person is, in the heights of their endeavors. So they saw a spark in you. They saw like a future with you. And it doesn't have to necessarily be in a romantic way. Like it could. Oops, sorry, buddy. I'm not going to rule that out, but they saw, like, they wanted to develop, I'm getting more of a friendship with you. And that's also really impressive because, when you meet at a party, I mean, maybe some of you spoke at length and you got to know each other very well, or you do know each other very well. But I feel like usually when you meet someone in that sort of environment, you don't get much time to really dig deep. So you must have left a very good impression on them. I'm getting that they thought you were very down to earth and very like real person, and funny. They liked what you were wearing. Interesting. Okay. And yeah, just an interesting person. I think they probably, I'm getting a feeling that they actually don't know you that well, but they want to get to know you more. So don't be surprised if this person reaches out to you soon. Yeah, this is somebody who, when they get like a gut feeling about somebody, they just go with it. They're really good at picking out like, oh, this person is sketchy, this person is an asshole. And they're also really good at picking out like, oh, this is one worth keeping around. This is a keeper. And they feel that you are a keeper. And, taking more like the wedding imagery from this card, I don't think they want to marry you or anything. I actually don't feel super romantic feelings about this. If anything, it would be like just a little crush, I think. But this is, commitment to the future, and it's like an agreement to be together. So maybe there's going to be some sort of collaboration with this person. And I'm also feeling that your encounter or encounters that you have had are fated. I think you were meant to meet this person. You're going to do some kind of cool things with them. That's what I'm feeling. So yeah, yes, they are thinking about you. Let's look a little bit more into what they're thinking. So this kind of reinforces for me that it's not romantic. Like I said, they can sort of get a good idea of who you are, what kind of person you are, who you're going to be in their life when they meet you. I don't think they got a very romantic feeling from you, and you're probably not surprised by that. I'm getting the feeling that this is just somebody maybe you look up to or you wanted to get closer with. If it is a romantic interest that you were asking about, I'm going to say I don't see anything romantic right now. Remember, I'm just reading the current energy. But who knows? Things can develop in the future. You never know what's going to happen. And this is a fated encounter. But right now, they just feel really inspired by you. And yeah, they want to roll with your crowd. What does that mean? Maybe you had some friends that they really liked too, and they kind of want everybody to hang out together, you know? Maybe something like that. Let's see. Oh, but they can't really, they're not in a position to do so at the moment. Maybe this is somebody you met and you didn't exchange contact information, or they're in a position like maybe work related or something that they can't, or maybe this is the reason that things can't get romantic with you, like maybe you're with somebody or they're with somebody, and that would kind of make sense because the lover is in reverse, and you know they would have to make that decision to be with you. Again, I think that's just for a very few of people watching this, because I'm not picking up on romantic for most of you, but for a select few of you, it's that they want to be with you, but they can't because there is somebody else involved. Yes, just for a few. For most of you, it's probably something like they don't have a means to contact you, or they don't know you very well yet, or something like that. Yeah, okay, moving on. Wow, okay, yeah. Okay. Wow, these are good. This is very good. I was worried because number one was heavy, and I had promised you guys, well, I didn't promise, but I was pretty sure things were going to be positive, and then I was feeling like shit, but this is really good. This is, pick up the card, Kino. Okay, this is super, oh, okay, old soul, okay? And their intuition is really good. They might be actually into occult stuff on the low. I feel like they're not very open about it, but you know, they might be like casting spells behind closed doors and stuff like that. I think, what's the word? Claire, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the one where you just know things. Claire cognizant. I'm sorry, it's that, okay? So they just know things. Like in the past, they've like known when things are going to happen, and that's why they have a feeling about you. They like your hair. Sorry, that just came totally out of nowhere. They like your hair. They like the way you do your makeup. They think you're really stylish. So maybe like the work that you're going to do with them is related to something visual. Are you guys models or something? I'm not really sure. This has nothing to do with the cards. This is just coming in, but I'm seeing, you know, visuals, fashion, stuff like that. Just artistic people in general, and this card always gives me a vibe of artists. I don't know if that's even like the traditional meaning of the card. I do know it's, you know, it can be romantic, it can be about soulmates, but I always get kind of creative vibes from this, like artists sharing their gifts or something like that. That's just me, and this person is no bullshit. So like I said, they thought you're a very real person, and I think, you know, someone as successful and popular as they are, real people are hard to find. But when you met them, like the one time or times that you have met them, you just treated them like like a human, and they're not used to that. I'm getting they're not really used to being human. That's a weird way to word it, sir. Yeah, they feel really, part of being a creative like this or whatever. You of course you're unique, but I think sometimes they can feel isolated, like their way of thinking is just too different, and people look at them different, and people don't treat them like the average Joe because they're not, but they want to be treated like that. And I think you did. You were just like, hey, what up? You were totally like casual with them, and they really appreciated that. And it really makes them think that you don't have any bad motives with them. And I think a lot of people that they interact with do. A lot of people that this person interacts with want something from them. And so whatever interactions you've had with this person have really stuck with them. Like, I think they really appreciated that. They appreciated the way that you treat them. And yeah, it didn't go unnoticed. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever you said to them, discussed with them, whatever happened when you guys have met in the past, it didn't go unnoticed. So I'm getting the energy of like senpai noticing you. Yes, you're on their mind. If you're asking if they notice you, they did. Yeah, this is very positive. So what are they gonna do about this? So yeah, like I said, they can't really do anything about it now, but they're gonna stick it out. And they're they probably have a feeling that something is meant to happen with you. And I can't stress this enough. It doesn't have to be romantic. I don't know why I keep having to stress this, but it totally can be. But I'm getting like you remind them of a simpler time. This reminds me of like, innocent childhood. It can also be past lives, and because they're very intuitive, maybe they know something that I don't know. Maybe you guys have a very, very long past with each other. That's just going to be for some of you, but this might be somebody from your past life that you have met before. And if so, the people that is for, this person knows it. I feel like an anxious kind of feeling in my stomach right now. So I think something big might happen with you guys. But it's not yet. But I'm hearing it's a tough road out there. I have no idea what that means, but it's a tough road out there, and they've been through it, and they can help you. This is senpai energy for sure. Yeah, you guys can work together. They can help you through whatever difficult things you're going through in your life. And final outcome. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right. This ending is a little bit interesting. What are you guys doing? You're definitely doing something together. You definitely have some kind of mission that you are coming together for. I think what you're doing together is something that neither of you have done before. So I'm feeling that you're both creatives, yes. But this is like I feel from this like going back to the drawing board and going back to perfecting something that you've already done. I'm hearing like trailblazing. Like you're gonna do something completely new. Maybe you're gonna use a lot of disciplines. You guys both have skills that the other person doesn't have. So you can make something very unique, and maybe you're gonna work on something together and it's not gonna be received super well at first because people are gonna be really confused. Like, what is this crossover? But you'll figure it out. You're both very smart and talented, and you'll bounce ideas off each other, and eventually you'll get it. So maybe that's the tough road ahead, you know, but this person has more experience than you do. They have more success, like they've been in the game longer. This person probably has a really weird way of talking because I'm getting all these phrases in my head that I never use. But yeah, they can kind of walk you through it, and they know how to look out for the bad guys. So I'm getting like, okay, they've worked with someone in the past who like screwed them over or stole their idea or something. That's sort of the struggle that they've been through. They recognize that you're a good person, that you're not gonna fuck with them like that. And they want to do something completely brand new that no one's ever seen before. I'm getting Aries energy from this person. That sort of, what's it called? Head first. Balls to the wall. I don't even know what that expression means. Yeah, total Aries. A lot of fire. They might even be like Leo or Sagittarius as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I look forward to seeing what you guys are gonna come up with. I think you're both, don't take this the wrong way, you're both kind of weird people. You know, I think when you have that weird people radar, they found you really interesting. And they are thinking about you. Yeah, not like every day or anything like that, but they're thinking, oh, I wonder if we'll ever cross paths again. That would be sick. Oh, I never say sick either. I don't know. Why are they like this? Yeah, but they can't reach out to you right now. So, but you'll cross paths again. I think you will. All right. Yep, that's it for you guys. Let me know what you thought of that. This person is so funny. Oh man. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like doing that. Let me know if it resonated or didn't resonate. I don't even remember what I've said already. My brain is like mush from reading this person. It's so weird. They have really strong energy. Spending a long time with them must be so exhausting. Yeah, I feel like they're that type of person who has way too many ideas and doesn't shut up. Total Aries, like masculine. Oh man. Yeah, we'll have fun with them. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye. Okay guys, we are moving on to pile number 3. I actually had to take a little bit of a break after pile number 2 because I felt this intense feeling of like butterflies and also wanting to cry, and I just felt really vulnerable. God, all 3 piles have been so intense. What are you guys doing to these people? So pile number 3, the energy of this person. Like I said, I feel really vulnerable. They are finally being honest with themselves about how they're feeling. They're finally learning how to love themselves. And that's been really hard for them to admit because I think they kind of went through their whole life thinking that they loved themselves, and then they realized whatever happened to them recently, I'm not sure, but they realized that that wasn't real self-love. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's what I'm hearing. And so there's this kind of, they're really bummed about it. Like, what I'm feeling is like, oh my gosh, at this point in my life, this is happening. And they want to talk to someone about their feelings, they want to be validated, you know. They're feeling really soft right now. Like, I mean, it's kind of cute for me looking in on it, but maybe they've realized that what they thought was going to make them happy didn't make them happy, and they want to pursue something different. And they just feel really vulnerable right now. Yeah, they want companionship. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't know. Little pinky, poor guy. Okay, so let's see if you're on this person's mind. Okay, I'm gonna say not really right now. They've been thinking about all things job related and money related for a really long time. And they want to get out of that. They don't want to do this anymore. They want to pursue something more emotional. But they're still getting out of that, and they feel like they're not really in a place to be thinking about, I heard thinking of anyone like that, so I'm assuming that you're asking about a romantic interest. They're not really in a place to be thinking about that right now. I'm also getting they feel like they can't offer, if they were to have a romantic partner right now, they wouldn't be able to really offer them anything of value, okay? Like, you see this guy, he's like, it's like he's offering a coin, he's offering something. They don't feel like they can do that right now. And they want to offer something greater than money. They want to be, they want to be emotionally available. They want to get their feelings in check. It could be that they are thinking about you, but they're not thinking about making a move at this time. I feel like this represents them, so they could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Earth sign. And so I'm also getting Cancer. They might be an Earth sign with strong Cancer or 4th house placements, Moon in the 7th house, or Venus in an Earth sign, water sign. Yeah. I feel like I'm speaking more quietly and slowly than the other ones. That might be a trait of theirs. They really want to think everything through right now. They want to rest. They have a lot on their mind. Okay, I'm just going to keep looking at these. Okay. They have thought about you before in the past. This person thinks about romance and romantic partners a lot. They want to find this. They want to find their empress. They want to find the woman who's going to have their babies. If it's a guy, I'm assuming, because, 98% of you are women. But if it's the woman thinking about the man, or whoever thinking about whoever, whatever gender you are, they think about their life partner a lot. And they get really impatient about it. And I think that they're trying not to do this anymore. It wasn't making them happy to always be waiting for somebody like this. And it was bringing their self-esteem down. Like, when things weren't working out, if they weren't finding somebody, they're like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a partner? And then I think, I feel like they were kind of using their job and being busy at work and stuff as a way to not think about that. I just see this whole cycle of them having negative thoughts and then using things to distract themselves instead of facing it. So they're dissatisfied with their emotional life, their love life, so they just pour themselves into work, but then they're dissatisfied with work, and I'm hearing they hate it, and then they're like, oh, I wish I could just go home to my wife, and it's this cycle. Like, they just can't seem to find happiness. Oh my god, all of these are so intense. Man, I thought this was gonna be like a bright, cheerful, like, yeah, they're thinking about you, they love you, but this has been, this is pretty tough. I'm hearing like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? They just can't seem to get it right. And so they kind of feel like a fuck up. Looking like from an outside perspective, there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with not having a romantic partner, you know? There's nothing wrong with not having it all figured out. You know? There's nothing wrong with working on your self-esteem at any point in your life. I don't know why they feel such a strong need, like they have to have everything together right now. This is also someone who they police what they think about a lot. They're like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking about that, I should be focusing on this, and they make everything a lot more stressful than it needs to be. But I don't know, I think slowly, like piece by piece, they're starting to figure things out. They're starting to realize they need to love themselves, they need to talk to people, they need to be open with their emotions, they need to actively pursue the things that are going to bring them happiness instead of just running away from their problems and getting down on themselves. And I don't know, I don't understand how this person is thinking. It's confusing. They just feel like something's missing. Like something really big is missing from their life. Almost like they lost a loved one, but they can't place who it is. Or they lost something. Like a piece of their heart is missing. And maybe you probably know this person pretty well. Because I'm getting this feeling like every time you think they must be doing better now, it's like, really? They're not. Okay. They're trying to take this rational approach when they're dealing with their emotions, and I feel like it hasn't been working. This person is totally thinking about you. Oh my god. They totally are. But they'll never say that. They would never tell anybody. They won't tell you. They won't tell other people in their life. They won't tell anybody. And maybe that's a really big factor in this whole thing. That they can't be honest with themselves. Like I said, they police what they think a lot, and they try to be rational about everything. So as soon as they have some thought that's out, quote unquote, out of the ordinary, you know, if they have a dream or they're thinking about something a lot, like, oh, that doesn't make sense, I have a feeling this person is really out of touch with their intuition. And they're not the type of person, like, for example, you know, us spiritual folk, if we have dreams about something or something's really strongly on our mind, we'll take that as a sign, like, okay, we need to pay more attention to this, even if it makes absolutely no sense in the, like, from a logical perspective, you know, like, it's like they don't think it makes sense for them to be thinking about you so much. They don't think it makes sense to be feeling so strongly about you. So they don't acknowledge it. And they're just getting really confused. because they don't really believe in that kind of thing. You know, we might say something like, oh, they must be, you know, they must be in my life for a reason. I must have been meant to meet them. They must be the one or something. But they don't believe in that. Like, they don't believe in anything like that. It's very, like realistic, so to speak. They want to be rational about everything. They don't believe in signs or like fate or stuff like that. They're very like, I make my own fate. Like, you know, I work and get what I want through my hard work, and you know, like none of it is magical. But that's not making them happy anymore. So this is why they're stuck. They're so fucking stubborn, you guys. Like, their whole mindset right now is not working. It's not working for them. And they're trying to fix their problems without changing their mindset. You can't do that. It doesn't make any sense. But they won't change. Like I said, Earth sign before, so I'm thinking like Taurus right now, because they tend to be the stubborn ones, but it could be like Capricorn or something too. Oh man. I'm trying to think of an analogy right now. Like, if you try to... I don't know, it's like... You try to fix something and it didn't work and you just keep using the same method. Something like that. I don't know. I can't think right now. But they have to have a really big, like, upheaval of the way that they're thinking. I think they're just barely, like, getting on that track. Like, oh, what if my emotions mean something? Yeah, no shit. What if my dreams mean something? And I think they are dreaming about you. Yeah, they would be really happy with you, but I don't know, they gotta get their shit together. Okay, well, what are they going to do about this? Okay. I do see them figuring it out. They're gonna admit the truth to themselves. This conflict and confusion is going to come to an end. However, they're not going to make a move towards you because, I don't know, stubborn people stay stubborn. They might finally admit to themselves, like, oh, okay, I'm thinking about this person, I like this person could be my empress. And then they're not going to do anything. I'm really sorry, like, it might be frustrating to hear this, especially if you're asking about a romantic interest, and I'm equally as frustrated reading it. It's going to be very slow moving. Their movements to heal themselves, their movements to change their mindset, and their movements of ultimately coming towards you, because I feel like they will, but it's going to be a very, very frustrating process for the both of you. There's a lot of obstacles. Not just with the two of you, but in the outside world as well. There are a lot of obstacles keeping you guys from coming together. What did you guys do? This feels heavily karmic. This is really frustrating for both of you. It's frustrating for me reading it. It might even be, this is for like a very small percentage of you. This could be a twin flame situation also. And you have your runner. This is like textbook runner, I'm pretty sure. They won't admit their feelings. They're too into their masculine energy. They want love, but they won't admit it, or they won't admit that they need it. They won't be vulnerable. But like I said at the very beginning, like, they're inching towards it. But they won't make the move. They won't talk to anybody about it. They won't reach out to you. You would think after they have like fucking 100 dreams about you, they would, you know, they would think something of it. But it's like they're so against admitting that something like that could be real for some reason. I don't know. You know what it's like? It's like if you're trapped in a cell, right? It fucking sucks, but at least there's no danger in there. You know? Like imagine, I don't know, imagine you're like in jail or something, you know? You're not free, but you have bed, you have food. You know, there's nothing's like out to get you per se. I'm making a shitty analogy, just bear with me. And someone gives you the option to leave, like you don't want to, because like there could be danger out there. It's a little bit like that. So it's like they're so stuck in their ways, like they would rather be trapped, or they would rather trap themselves than go out into the unknown. They don't know what's out there. They can't take that leap of faith. And it's very interesting, like nothing here would show me that they're thinking about you. And that's mirroring them. Like they go about their day totally normal. Nobody would ever guess that they're like dreaming about this person or that they're in love or anything. They're hiding it so much, and even from themselves. Yeah, this sounds like some twin flame shit. If not, it's some heavy karmic stuff, because this is like a big boulder that somebody has to move out of the way for anything to move forward. Anyway, final outcome. Man, why is this so sad? They need to have more fun. I think if you follow your true purpose and you enjoy life and you have fun every day, like you follow your joy like that, you'll naturally be brought to the place you need to be. That might be a really big obstacle right now, is that they're not living according to their passion, and that's blocking them from the blessing, aka you, that was meant for them. This is the energy that they need to get into. And I have a feeling that they have a lot of opportunities to do this and they're not. because of their stubborn nature and being trapped in this cycle. Man, I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry if like you feel helpless from this too. Because man, they're a tough nut to crack, this one. But I'm just telling it like I see it. So I wish you the best of luck with them. And it's definitely not that they don't think of you and that they don't have feelings for you. It's just they might as well not, because that's how they're living right now. Man, what a bummer. Well, anyway, things like this make you stronger, right? Much stronger. This is a tough one, but I'm sure you guys are tough. Ooh, the twin flame journey. Ah, yes. I'm not a twin, but I feel you guys. I have some karmic stuff going on in my life, so man. To be young. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. I gotta go to bed. Alright, thank you. Let me know what you thought of that, if it resonates or doesn't resonate. A lot of weird channeled shit was coming through this time, and a lot of intense stuff, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye!